As we know, the Nintendo Switch 2 drops in a few days, but I want to go back around the time when the Switch 1 came out, and I want to talk about a certain YouTuber who was quite influential for the Nintendo community at the time, around the years of 2016 to 2018 to be exact. And that YouTuber is Alex CND. Before we get started, I want everyone to know that this is from a fan standpoint. I don't know everything about him. This is just a general consensus. So before anyone attacks me, this is from a fan standpoint and is in no way trying to damage the reputation of Alex himself. And if Alex is somehow watching this, all love to you, man. Let's get started.
Alex Pacala, better known on YouTube as CND, Ken Nintendo Dude, or Alex CND, is a YouTuber from Wisconsin who first created his YouTube channel on January 11, 2011. He would also upload his first video not too long after, during his early days on YouTube, where he mainly did unboxings and reviews of certain Nintendo products. Some examples being Pokemon Black, White Plus Collector's Guide, and also the Wii U. But his most famous unboxing from his early days of YouTube was his 3DS unboxing with his friend, Jacob Zuccarino. Alex would continue to upload more and more, but he didn't really get all of his attention until around 2016, in which he uploaded a video where he bought his little sister a 2DS for Christmas. This was extremely wholesome, and a lot of people not only saw who Alex was, but how much of a great person he is. He's also family friendly, and his content could be for everyone.
Fast forward to February 3rd, 2017, Alex announced that he was going to try and be the first person in line at Nintendo New York to get the Nintendo Switch. But the twist was he was going to wait a whole month in line to get it. From February 3rd to the launch of the Nintendo Switch, March 3rd, he would vlog every single day and showed himself waiting in front of Nintendo New York. Plus, in these vlogs, he would do things with some other creators alongside that, example being the late streamer Etika. On March 3rd, 2017, he achieved his dream of being the first person to get the Nintendo Switch and would also meet the current president of Nintendo America, Doug Bowser. Alex would start participating in more day one launches, some examples being waiting in line for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, becoming first in line for the SNES Classic Edition, and one of his bigger moments being first in line for Super Mario Odyssey, and he even got to meet former president of Nintendo America, Reggie Fils-Aimé, on the day of Mario Odyssey's launch. To add on, he was 19 to 20 years old during all of this, and the fact that he was able to do this was amazing. Besides day one launches and unboxings, he would also do reaction videos to Nintendo Directs, Mario Odyssey trick shot videos, and a lot more. Around late 2017, early 2018, Alex would upload a video in which he announces he was dropping out of college and he bought an RV and was going to travel all around the USA and vlog. This announcement was received with mainly positive feedback. To be honest, even I saw this as something amazing, as while we all loved his Nintendo stuff, of course some people would eventually get bored of it. And these RV vlogs made Alex unique and added some flair to his channel. Throughout these vlogs, Alex felt very happy. He was a 20-year-old kid, was getting popular and popular every day, and was doing what he loves, which was traveling all around the US and would do fun videos with his friends or even other YouTubers. It seemed as if Alex was set for life and we thought nothing could go wrong. Until this happened. On June 26, 2018, Alex had announced that he was selling his RV. It seemed very odd as he had only just gotten the RV a few months ago, and the RV was the thing that made Alex the most happiest. So why was he selling it? He revealed the reason he was selling the RV was because he was wanting to move to New York and be with his friends, and the RV had to go unfortunately. He would stay in Wisconsin until around October of 2018, in which he and his friends helped him move into his NYC apartment. On the 18th of October, he would show off his apartment in New York, and he would also show off some things he had in his apartment. Plus, he would collaborate with the late Etika on a video called Instagram Nintendo Cuties, and would collaborate with RS Gabe for a Nintendo Direct reaction. He would also do an unboxing for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and after that, his channel went silent. People were very concerned and were wondering where Alex was. He wasn't at Nintendo NY for the Smash Bros. Ultimate Midnight launch in December of 2018, and we just didn't know, and all we can really ask was, what happened? Well, let's go back a few days before the New York apartment tour was uploaded. Around early October of 2018, Alex announced that he was doing a live stream for his birthday in which the minute he turned 21, he was going to take his first shot of alcohol. The stream was quite hyped as people were happy that Alex was turning 21 and was going to be able to drink alcohol, so he ended up going to Maine and stayed with some friends for this stream, and people thought he was going to actually take the alcohol, but the ending result was not what it seems, and this is what actually happened.
Here we go. Hold on. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like right away, but it's gonna be the first thing I do when I turn 21. I love you guys. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is.
That's time.
My first shot of alcohol. You guys ready? You know what? I don't want to take this shot of alcohol, actually. Yeah, I'm 21. I'm a legal adult. Give me a light. Right here.
The second it turned 12 a.m., he was gonna take the shot. He grabs it and says something along the lines of, "You know what, I'm not taking this," and moves the shot glass with alcohol in it away from him and decides to smoke a bong. This ended up shocking his fans, and people gave him a lot of negative feedback for doing something like this. And some people couldn't really consider him the family-friendly Nintendo YouTuber anymore. He says this on the stream as to why he smoked weed instead of drinking.
I want to use something of that's safe like this, and I don't want to use, and I don't want to encourage or glorify any more than I just did with this whole live stream, the drinking of alcohol. It causes way too many problems. Not too much of it you can die off of. This you literally cannot overdose on. I want to be a good, force, a good advocate for this, because there's too much of a bad stigma in this country, in this world, towards this, and it prevents people from getting the medication and the relief and the recreational fun, the whatever that they deserve. And I think things really need to change. So I feel this is just something that I wanted to.
Alright, before we continue, I want to give my own perspective on this whole Alex CND smoking weed thing, and how I thought of it as a kid when I was first watching, and now how I felt about it now. And when I first saw it as a kid, I didn't necessarily find it much of a big deal. It was shocking and it was unexpected, but like I didn't necessarily make a fuss about it. I was like confused, but it wasn't like, why are you doing this, Alex, or anything like that. Because you guys also need to remember that Alex is an adult. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He doesn't need to keep everything family friendly 24/7. He obviously is he's a human being himself, and he wants to do things that are, quite not in the norm of his channel, and that's obviously okay. It's not like, for example, the Instagram Nintendo cuties. That was something a little different. But yeah, it's like, I feel like people overreacted a little too much, because it's like, yes, I know it's, weird for a family-friendly streamer to smoke weed in front of, like, a family-friendly audience, but, like, again, he's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. And to not just talk about Alex, for anyone in general, if you like to drink, smoke weed, or whatever, then good on you. I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I personally don't smoke weed or drink, but if that's what you love to do, then you freaking go for it. I'm not gonna stop you. If you're happy doing it, that's all that matters. And as us humans, we kind of have no right to just tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing, because that's obviously on you. We're not gonna tell you that. And yeah, I personally thought that, like, as a kid, it was shocking and it was unexpected, but I didn't feel like he was turning I felt like he wasn't turning his back on his audience. People just saw something that was quite different, like a different side of him. And now seeing it as an adult, it's just like, yeah, it's very dumb, because it's like, again, I know I said this a lot, but Alex is an adult. He can do whatever the hell he wants. If he wants to smoke weed, he can smoke weed. If he wants to drink, he can drink. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, yes, again, I know I said this already, but again, I know it's weird for a family-friendly YouTuber to be, like, smoking or on, like, you know, in front of his audience. But you gotta remember, Alex CND is not no Nick A30. Alex is Alex, and he'll do whatever the hell he wants, as long as it makes him happy. And yeah, that's kind of all I really need to say on that. I felt as people kind of overreacted too much, because at the end of the day, Alex is a human being. He's not all about Nintendo 24/7. He has other interests, and he can't just stick to talking about Nintendo 24/7 of his life, because obviously he's a human being and he wants to explore into other ventures. And I feel happy that he was trying to go within that direction. And yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say. And yeah, let's get back to the video. After the Pokemon Let's Go unboxing, Alex was gone for months. He did upload one video around late 2018, early 2019, where he said he was selling a lot of his Nintendo collection and things like that on eBay, but the video was deleted. A now deleted video from one of Alex's friends named E was released around 2019 called Where is CND? In the video, his friend E basically explained that Alex wasn't doing okay and that he had gone through a burnout. He had also explained that Alex was supposed to appear at SoCal Retro, but never showed up. He also said that he was around for when Alex smoked out the bong, but E and several other people told him not to do it, but as we saw, he ended up doing it anyway. He would say that Alex was in Virginia with his dad because Alex had gotten a hernia. His friend Jacob was staying in Alex's New York apartment, and when he made his return to YouTube, he returned his return video in Alex's apartment, and he would stream from Alex's apartment without any explanation. And when people asked him about Alex, he would basically kind of just avoid the question and be like, I'm not Alex, so don't ask me about him, instead of giving a short answer like, he is fine. I do see where Jacob was coming from, as his other friend E also stated that he was getting tired of people asking where CND was. But considering that Alex was MIA on everything and didn't let any of his fans know that he would take a break, we had no choice but to ask his friends. He would upload 2 YouTube poops of his old videos, which did confirm that he was alive. Later, around August of 2019, Alex would finally upload to his channel, starting by saying this.
I'm quitting giving a single flying anymore.
He would then go on to explain that he was done making videos and that he was gonna move on to live streams, and that his passion for gaming was kind of done and that he wanted to do other things on the channel too. He completely wanted to change the meaning of CND from Captain Nintendo Dude to Create and Discover. This was also one of the videos where his family-friendly persona was basically gone, and he of course sweared in the beginning of the video. And he wanted to be the person he truly was instead of playing a fake persona that he truly wasn't. He was also in Virginia still, and later on he would move out of New York to live in Virginia. He would do a few streams where he reacted to his old videos and played games, but just like before, he would disappear again without saying anything. Then around the time Super Mario 3D All-Stars released, just like Randy Orton, Alex came from out of nowhere and came back because of 3D All-Stars releasing. And for those who don't know, Alex's favorite game is Super Mario Galaxy, and of course he was hyped, as Galaxy was part of Mario 3D All-Stars. After this, Alex went back to live streaming for a good while. His last stream was from almost 2 years ago. He would also upload his first video in a while in 2021, touring his new place in Virginia. But in 2022, his account had gotten hacked and was terminated, but Alex got his channel back. He also confirmed in a video that he almost died because a car rammed into him while he was bike delivering food for Uber Eats. Thankfully, he survived. He would then upload for a little while, kind of like classic CND, with his final upload as of May of 2025 being the midnight launch experience of Super Mario Bros. Wonder at Nintendo NY. Ever since then, there has been nothing new on his channel since. This was the story of one of the most influential content creators at the time in the Nintendo community, Alex CND. I was around 11 or 12 when I first saw him, and I loved his videos a lot. Even looking back at them today, I miss it. I would love to see Alex organize a big event for the Switch 2, just like the Switch anniversary. A question I want to ask is, will Alex return for the Switch 2? In the form of Alex returning to YouTube for the Switch 2, I see it as likely, but if we're talking about him being first in line for the Switch 2 like 2017 type deal, while it would be nice to see again, I feel as Alex is past that point and probably doesn't want to do that anymore. He likely wants to move on from being the guy waiting in line for Nintendo stuff, but if you have a different interpretation, let me know in the comments. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you so much to my friend Bray for helping me out. Huge shout out to him. He was also a CND fan and he offered to help, and I said, why not? I also want to give a shout out to the Mason Gamer and Crash Out Clancy, as they are the inspirations as to why I made this video. And also, if Alex himself is watching this, just know that I miss you so much and I hope you are doing well. And if you are buying the Switch 2, I hope you enjoy it. Other than that, thank you all and see you soon. Hello, this is me in editing. I forgot to mention an extra Alex CND video that was basically about Alex talking about his mental health and how he was, appreciative for everything he has. I remember it being uploaded I think a month after this video where he talked about a GameCube adapter that made your GameCube games look a lot better or whatever, something like that, but that's besides the point. But basically in that video, again, he just talked about his mental health and how appreciative he was for everything he had, like the RV and his fans. I'm pretty sure that's what he was talking about, but, the reason I didn't include it was because two reasons. One, I completely forgot about it until after I finished editing, this video that you're watching. And then the second reason is because it's completely lost. I could not find any re-uploads of it anywhere. And also to add on is that Alex took it down from his own channel a long time ago. And again, no one else has re-uploaded it. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I couldn't really talk about it much. So until, me making this recording right now. But I wanted to just add on to that. I know, again, I should have added it on, when we were talking about around the time when he said that he was selling his RV and all that. But again, the video is completely lost. I can't find it anywhere. But I just wanted to, just mention that as an extra little side thing. So, yeah. Again, thank you all so much. Shout out to the people I credited in the video. And, yeah, I love you all. Peace.